Hi children, good morning. Welcome to today's social class. Today I am going to start a new lesson that is from your politics 6th chapter understanding media. Okay, politics 6th chapter understanding media. So in this chapter we are going to discuss about what is media and what is mass media and media and technology, media and democracy and how media setting agenda, what is censorship, all these points we are covering. So let us start our class. Understanding media. Children, what is your favorite TV program? What do you like listening to on the radio? Which newspaper or magazine do you usually read? Do you surf the internet and what have you found most useful about it? Did you know that there is one word that is often used to collectively refer to the radio, TV, newspapers, internet, and several other forms of the communication? This word is media. In this chapter, you will read more about the media. Everything ranging from the star at the local fair to the program that you see on the TV can be called media. Media is the plural form of the word medium and it describes the various ways through which we communicate in society. Because media refers to all means of communication, everything ranging from at phone called the evening news on TV can be called media. TV, radio, and newspapers are a form of media that reaches millions of people or the masses across the country and the world, and thus they are called mass media. Media and technology. It would probably be difficult for you to imagine your life without the media. But cable, television, and the widespread use of the internet is a recent phenomenon. These have been around for less than 20 years. The technology that mass media uses keeps changing. Newspapers, television, and radio can reach millions of people because they use certain technologies. Media can be divided into two: print media and electronic media. Newspaper, magazines, and books are the print media. Television, radio, and internet and cinema are examples of electronic or audiovisual media. They are much more powerful means of creating and expressing views as it reaches a much larger audience, even the illiterate sections of the society. Media and money. The different technologies that mass media use are expensive. Just think about the TV studio in which the newsreader sits. It has lights, cameras, sound recorders, transmission satellites, etc., all of which cost a lot of money. In a news studio, it is not only the newsreader who needs to be paid but also number of other people who help put the broadcast together. This includes those who look after the cameras and lights also. The technologies that mass media use keep changing and so a lot of money is spent on getting the latest technology. Due to this cost, the mass media needs a great deal of money to do its works. As a result, most television channels and newspapers are part of big business houses. Mass media is constantly thinking of ways to make money. One way in which the mass media earns money is by advertising different things like cars, chocolates, clothes, mobiles, phones, etc. Media and democracy. In a democracy, the media plays a very important role in providing news and discussing events taking place in the country and the world. It is on the basis of this information that citizens can, for example, learn how government works and often if they wish to they can take action on the basis of these news stories. Some of the ways in which they can do this is by writing letters to the concerned minister, organizing a public protest, starting a signature campaigns, asking the government to rethink its program. Given the role that the media plays in providing information, it is important that the information be balanced. Writing a balanced report, however, depends on the media being independent. And independent media means that no one should control and influence its coverage of news. No one should tell the media what can be included and what should not be included in a news story. And independent media is important in a democracy. As you read above, it is on the basis of the information that the media provides that we take actions as citizens. So, it is important that this information is reliable and not based. However, the reality is that the media is far from independent. This is mainly because of two reasons. The first, it is control that the government has on the media. When the government prevents either a news item or a scenes from a movie or the lyrics of a song from a being shared with a large public, this is referred to as censorship. Censorship refers to the powers that the government has to disallow media from publishing or showing certain stories. Setting agendas. The media also plays an important role in deciding what stories to focus on and therefore decides on what is newsworthy. For example, the annual functions at your school is unlikely to make the news, but if a famous actor is invited as the chief guest, then the media might be interested in covering it by focusing on particular issues. The media influence our thoughts, feelings and actions and brings those issues of our attention. Due to the significant influence it plays in our lives and in shaping our thoughts, it is commonly said that media sets the agendas. As citizens of democracy, the media has a very important role to play in our lives because it is through the media that we hear about issues related to the working of the government. The media decides what to focus on, and in this way, it sets the agenda. The government can at times prevent the media from publishing a story, and this is called censorship. Nowadays, media's close relationship with the business often means that balanced report it is difficult to come by. Okay, children, let us wind up today's class, and this chapter is also over. Now you have to read this chapter many times and underline important points. Then do given works. Okay, thank you. Thank you to listening my class.